Yeah, hey guys. So this is team 43. So we have built a CSV agent for any kind of generic CSV file. So coming to the contributions part, my part was to basically explore what are the existing frameworks that help us in achieving this goal to get a generic CSV agent, right? So I used LangChain's inbuilt CSV agent, which takes in basically a CSV file and it analyzes it. It creates the pandas queries. I mean the pandas data frame queries, and using that query, basically after getting the final data frame, it will basically give you the natural language or SSS response. So it worked fine. It was in the initial run, but when we saw the other features that was required for the actual project, right, like visualization stuff, the and also there is another limitation from CSV agent from LangChain, that is will not be able to get all the results from the data frame as it is. So you'll get only the top 10 results, and it's in order to get all the results, you need to debug it more, and you need to basically tweak the source code itself. So that's where we went ahead with other approaches, which will be told by Rahul now.
Hey guys, I'm Rahul Ekada, and as Atik mentioned earlier, we went with multiple approaches, and the approach which I went was to build a custom code interpreter with MCP connecting to the LangGraph, which was powered by GPT-5 model. This was more powerful than the first approach. It allowed multi-step reasoning, secure execution of Python code, and more control over the workflow. But it was complex to maintain, slower in performance, and lacked smooth persistence compared to this approach. The third approach was even better, which will be explained by Raj. So, on to you, Raj.
Yeah, so hi everyone, my name is Raj. So I worked on the third and final approach, but first let me summarize the first two approaches. The first was the LangChain CSV agent with GPT-5, simple and fast, but it was limited in flexibility and advanced analysis. The second was the MCP plus LangGraph code interpreter. It was powerful, it had multi-step reasoning, but too complex, slower and harder to scale. So finally, I built the third approach, which we will be explaining in the demo part. Yeah. Hello everyone, my name is Raj Chitnis and we are team 43, and our project is CSV Analysis Agent, an agent which does data analysis based on your CSV files, which you can upload. It can do data filtering, sorting, and aggregation, and it can also uh, visualize your data, show you plots, charts, etc. The features include CSV uploading with session isolation, your natural language queries. Here you can chat with your agent. You can do summary statistics, column profiling, filtering, etc. And there is also plot generation using matplotlib, seaborn, and plotly. We also have an intelligent sidebar, which basically will show you a detailed breakdown of what steps it took for achieving its results. It will also show you your table or plot data collected in one single place. It has smart error handling, and we are also using persistent memory using SQLite database. So this is for per user per session, isolated memory conversations are happening, and export capabilities is also there. You can download your CSV files and your plots. Uh, so this is the tech stack. We are using Fast API for the backend, OpenAI Agents SDK for the tool calling and agent orchestration, and UVCon, Pandas, NumPy, scikit-learn, and SciPy for data visualization and uh, creating tables. Uh, this is also for visualizations, for advanced visualizations, we are using Seaborn, Matplotlib, and Plotly. For the front end, we've built on Streamlit and OpenAI Agents SDK again for our LLM uh, LLM operations. We've used SQLite for the database, like I mentioned. Yeah, so coming to the system architecture, uh, the user has to enter his name and upload a CSV. So we've created an upload endpoint which basically saves the CSV in a local directory. Currently, it's a local directory. It is ideally supposed to be like a S3 bucket or some kind of a data lake. and then the API sends a success message. Then the user gets ready to ask questions. We've created another endpoint, which is the chat endpoint, which basically takes the message and goes to the CSV agent. Then the CSV agent has memory. It takes the memory from SQLDB. It reads the CSV, analyzes the CSV data, and then outputs with whatever images or image paths or text response accordingly, and it displays the answer. And then your follow-up loop continues. You can ask it follow-up questions, etc. So coming to how the agent is able to display these answers and uh, these tables in text. So this is the agent architecture. So this is basically the chat endpoint, so which is the agent. So suppose the user has inputs a natural query. The CSV agent, which is powered by GPT-5, uh, basically has certain tools. So these are the tools. It can analyze CSV data, it can manipulate the table, it can create visualizations, and this is a fallback tool, which is an execute code tool. So in this, it can do advanced data analysis or any kind of data visualizations. So uh, all of this, so the manipulation can is data is stored in the CSV data user folder, same as with this, uh, and yeah, so this is the agent tool side of it. Another thing to point out is that these tools basically are Python code sandboxes with separate environments. So manipulate table has certain packages in its environment specifically for manipulating tables, and it has instructions also accordingly for that. So each tool is essentially like that. So this is the agent memory mod part, which basically I mentioned is a session based memory, and the agent outputs a JSON, which is a structured response, which has these fields. So one is the text, which is the final text message which the agent outputs. Then there's a table visualization, which is the image, the tables which it outputs. And there's the image paths, which is the image uh, paths which it outputs, which will be shown in the UI, and the suggested next steps, which will also be shown in the UI uh, in the final response. So I'll just demo this with y'all. So this is the CSV analysis agent, and I'll just enter my name and I'll start my chat. So this is the interface. You can see this is I'm logged in as Raj. These are the instructions on how to use it, and you can drag and drop your file. So I will just upload the project file, and you get an answer saying ready to analyze. So I will just ask it a question. List the top 10 products by total sales. So here it shows the table with the list, and in the left side, which is the sidebar, where you can see the exact processed steps, the table data which you can download here as well, and here as well. I will just ask it another question. Show monthly sales trend for 2023. So this basically creates a line chart which you can visualize yourself, enlarge yourself, and you can see it. And you also get the table, certain text, and suggested next steps which you can click to get the answer. And we've also added guard railing. So if you add any vague or weird questions, so suppose if I ask what is the capital of India, it basically doesn't reply. It just replies with saying that I'm not allowed to answer. So it says I'm here to help you analyze and explore your CSV data, and I cannot answer general knowledge questions. So yeah, that is it from our demo. And these are our use cases. So thank you.